I shouldn't say this. Whenever I first meet somebody, I don't want to know how they're doing because it may or may not lead to a beneficial path for them. I don't want to know what they do for work because that's just another way to ask them how much money they make. I want to know what they're excited about. I want to know what their favorite teaching moment is the last 7 days they've actually applied. And today, one of the people I respect most in my life, I asked them this exact question. And what they said was, they said, quote, "The favorite teaching moment is the pose begins the moment you want to leave the pose." This is in reference to yoga, but it's not just talking about yoga. It's so good. Because the work begins when you want to leave the work. That's when the work begins. The work doesn't begin whenever you just start doing the work and it's easy for you. The work begins when you don't want to do the work anymore. Meaning, example, meditation. I love when people say they can't meditate. It's so hard for them because their thoughts go all over the place. That's great because number one, that means you're aware of your meditation. That means you're aware of your thoughts. Meaning, you're sitting there in your meditation. And if it's easy for you and you're just getting ready to get started, a lot of times you're not developing, you're not growing. Where you grow is whenever your thoughts want to go left and you're like, no, bring it back to present. Your thoughts want to go right, you bring it back to present. Thoughts want to go up, you bring it back to present. And you keep overcoming your body, keep overcoming your past programming, and you keep bringing it back to present. It'd be so easy to just quit. It'd be so easy to just say, I can't meditate. But you choose to do the work when you want to leave the work. And that's whenever you actually get the results. Another example in this is whenever you're in traffic. There's terrible drivers all over the place and you're used to getting mad in traffic because there's stupid drivers, but you choose not to fall into the addiction that your body's addicted to and get mad, but instead you choose to do the work and pick a different thought. You choose to do the work and distract yourself. You choose to do the work and turn on some music. Whenever you're in the right and somebody else is in the wrong, it'd be so easy to cop out and fall into your regular emotional pattern that you normally do, whether it's a silent treatment, whether it's blow up, whether it's walk away, whether it's hold a grudge. But whenever you do the work in this situation, you choose to not do what you normally do, and you choose to think a different feeling thought. That you choose to relax. You choose whatever your new thought is, but you choose to do the work in that moment. And that's when you're doing the work. You're not doing the work whenever it's so easy, whenever you're in a great mood, whenever things are going all right for yourself. I love it whenever that happens in your life. That's great. By the way, you'll get more and more moments of that if you do the work. But the work happens when you don't want to do it. When you don't want to wake up early and you're like, nah, I told myself I was going to wake up early. I'm going to choose myself, my new self. I'm going to wake up at 5 o'clock. I'm doing the work. The work begins the moment you don't want to do the work. Working out. You don't get the gains when you're sitting there and doing the reps and it's so easy. You get the gains with the 10 extra reps you told yourself you couldn't do, but you do it anyway. The work begins the moment you want to leave the work. Hello. Thoughts?